Now I want to turn our attention to being an advocate for your child in the school system. If you've been to the doctor and you have a diagnosis of ADHD, your child has that diagnosis, then I'm going to strongly encourage you to be in contact with your teachers, the teachers at your school. You want them to understand that your child's dealing with ADHD, which in some cases actually helps the teacher understand what's going on. Now, a child may actually show these symptoms and the teacher say, oh, that child's got ADHD. But as an advocate, you might be able to say, your child might be best, remember what I was talking about hand-eye coordination, your child might be best with a fidgety toy in class, which will help them distract their energy and be helpful for them to pay more attention to the teacher in class. So if it's not disruptive, a little fidget toy for a child in class, absolutely a great idea. But the teacher needs to understand what's going on. In addition, again, if your child's on medication, then you give them the medication that's going to help them during the school time. So you're an advocate because they might have to have pills with them at school. If they're going to do the extended release, that's not always necessary. But with some medications, it lasts for about 4 hours in the morning and then they need more in the afternoon. So you might ask a medical doctor to get the extended release of some of these medications. In addition to that, you might actually go to the teachers and when there's a test, actually ask for a specific opportunity for them to be given a test place where they can not have as many distractions. I've known students have done that and they do better on standardized exams and assessments because they don't have so many disruptions. So a child in a certain environment can be distracted by 1,000 different noises. If you reduce the noise, you give them, an opportunity to be in a room isolated, doing the test, they may be able to focus more effectively. And you can get permission to do that. Again, if you've got an ADHD diagnosis, then you can get teacher support, you can get the support from the school administration, and they can be helped during the test taking or assessment time. One final thing I want to say about being an advocate in your school. Many schools are aware of ADHD. Ask your school about how they support children and their parents dealing with ADHD. What programs do they have? What kind of support do they have? And you'll find that some schools are very proactive. They have great programs. And just being aware can be very helpful for your child. And I want to say this again. Your child's not broken. They have a different way in their brain of functioning and thinking. And if we can channel it, you're going to see incredible things. But the ability to channel it and learning how to channel it. For example, researchers have found that children with ADHD have a hard time regulating emotions. So you see maybe a little bit more impulsive anger or a sudden thrill-seeking behavior. Those things channeled and helping your child understand what's happening gives them an opportunity to say, I see what's happening. I'm not broken. This is me, and I'm okay. The last thing we want our child to feel about themselves is there's something flawed or wrong with them. And as a parent, you're an advocate. You're giving them the best opportunity to thrive in a system that, quite frankly, honestly, throughout the day, they need hand-eye coordination activities, even at school. So recess would be great if we went recess all the way into high school. Having them in sports, having them in activities, having them during the school day, even if you're saying, okay, by the third period, there's no way my child's going to sit through 3 classes straight. So the third period might be best if there's a sport or some other activity that requires hand-eye movement. Maybe it's wood making. Then we've got lunch. Have the child go on a walk, do something outside. Then we go into the afternoon. All of these things combined is intentional parenting with support.